Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about Driven Wild's ezCater tip verification tool. If you've been in the gig economy for any length of time, especially doing catering orders through ezCater or any ezCater platform, you already know that tips have become one of the biggest question marks in the entire system. You'll accept a large order on one of the bigger platforms or specialized catering programs. You'll see a promised payout or an expected range, whether they break it down to base pay and tips or not, and you'll deliver it perfectly with no problems and think you were getting the value you were promised. And sometimes the final number just doesn't line up with what it seems. The customers who knew you normally tipped a certain amount suddenly dropped the amount of tip, but not the amount of food that they ordered. Your delivery service provider doesn't match the tip floors, and in some cases you receive threats of dropping pay or deactivation or losing access to those platforms if they don't fall in line. Now, to be clear, this video is not about accusing any single platform, restaurant, or customer of wrongdoing by default. Most of the time, issues come from broken handoffs, unclear rules, disconnected systems, and not necessarily some grand conspiracy. But here's the problem. There's no real way to verify what actually happened. Drivers are just left guessing. And if drivers are left guessing, trust erodes. That's exactly why we're building something new. Something that drivers have been asking for quite some time. And today I'm officially introducing the ezCater tip verification system, a free tool designed to help drivers document, track, and verify catering tips in a clean, factual, and non-accusatory way. So in this video, we are talking about our new ezCater tip verification system, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over is very market to market and case by case. What applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. The real problem. ezCater is a multi-party system. Before we explain the tool itself, it's important to why tip confusion even exists in the first place. ezCater orders are not like normal food platforms, such as DoorDash or Uber Eats. With DoorDash, the order is placed through DoorDash itself or the restaurant directly, and then sent into their own driver pool to eventually have the order accepted and deliver the ordered items. With ezCater, the order is also placed directly through them or the restaurant directly, but instead of the order being delivered by their own drivers, they are delivered through an independent delivery service provider and then sent to one of their own drivers. That's a lot of different hands touching one transaction and varying levels of integrity as the people operating it, and presentation of the order varies per platform, and some are more compliant to ezCater standards than others. Each system has its own dashboard, its own rules, and not all of them talk to each other very well. Or when challenged, they destroy evidence such as order history or chat history, threaten drivers with deactivation and losing access to platform benefits, and even take measures to silence drivers before they have a chance to speak out. So when a tip is missing, lower than expected, or different than what someone thought was entered, or finds a discrepancy, the real question becomes, where did the breakdown actually happen? And right now, drivers usually have no way to answer that. What drivers are forced to do today. Let's be honest about our current reality. If a driver thinks a tip is missing, their options usually look like this: shrug it off and move on, argue with support, get bounced between the platform and the restaurant, or ezCater themselves, or just give up entirely. There's no standard paper trail, or more appropriately, the paper trail is not accessible to the driver. There's no neutral incident record, or if there is one, they will be silenced before the even have a chance to actually do anything about it. And there's no consistent way of saying, here are the facts of what actually happened. That's not good for drivers. And honestly, it's not good for restaurants or platforms either. And what makes this worse is that when these events take place and drivers become afraid of speaking out because they were being threatened by the platform that they work on, whether that be directly or getting random calls saying you pissed off the chef, this becomes more than just a simple financial issue. It becomes a safety issue. What the ezCater tip verification actually is. Let me be very clear about this. This is not a call out tool or harassment tool or a lawsuit generator. We are not going to get justice by crying about the issues or simply speaking out for the sake of entertainment purposes. We need a real system that can fix an economy that is highly underregulated and broken in favor of those who prefer to work in the shadows. The ezCater tip verification system is a structured incident report that allows for documentation and evidence organizing, allowing us to create a timeline and capture the details of the events, and creates a neutral record of what the driver actually experienced. And it lets a driver log the order details, log what they were showed, log what they were paid, and upload screenshots or supporting info. And then from there, it creates a clean timestamped record of the situation. That's it. No accusations, no public shaming, just facts. Why this helps everyone, not just drivers. Here's the part that a lot of people miss. Better documentation doesn't just protect drivers. It also helps restaurants spot internal mistakes. It helps platforms identify system bugs or UI issues. Helps dispatchers catch process failures. Helps separate real problems from misunderstandings. It shines a light on the bad actors who benefit from the darkness and shines a light on the good actors who would benefit from the light. In other words, it's a tool that will create clarity in an economy of chaos. And clarity is what fixes systems. Some companies prefer a broken system because it allows them the room to change narratives. Drivers will have more clarity on how much they were supposed to earn on platforms participating in our internal governance and transparency program. And as we build documentation of real world events, we can identify which platforms are keeping things ambiguous for their own benefit and which ones are doing the right thing and deserve to be recognized. Platforms that are not part of the program and refuse to correct documented issues will be escalated externally. How this fits into our bigger transparency and governance work. Some of you already know we're building something bigger behind the scenes. We're working on an internal governance and transparency program designed to let all sides report on real events happening in the gig economy today and create a neutral documentation for all parties involved, which will reduce finger pointing and improve how problems are actually resolved. The ezCater tip verification is the first live public tool for that platform. It's step one, not the final product. When you should use this tool. Every time you conduct an ezCater order on any platform, a form should be filled out. The reality is, just because it said you earned a certain amount on these delivery platforms and it seems like you got paid what you thought, that doesn't mean that it did. Delivery service providers have boasted online that they've set the price to an order at $25 and incrementally increased the price of the order by $5 until it was accepted at, let's say, $40. Meanwhile, the tip was $100 and they got to pocket the rest. On the flip side of that, orders that have a large amount that were valued at over $100 because the subtotal was over $1,000, but because the DSP never gave the driver a subtotal for that order, they would never know the difference. So in order to identify patterns of this nature, we will need to view every order that comes in and out of these platforms. It doesn't matter if you suspect anything. It matters that it is submitted. Remember, real businesses keep records, real operations have logs, and real professionals document their work on a regular basis. You wouldn't brush your teeth once a quarter or shower every now and then. You should treat this like the hygiene of your business. What this tool is not. Let's kill a few bad assumptions right now. This is not a guarantee of recovery or a promise of policy changes or some magic fix for gig work. The reality is that gig work has been broken for a long time, and any tool or fix that we build right now is only going to be a seed planted. Fixing the gig economy will take time and real effort, and there's no real overnight solution. It is simply a way to stop flying blind, and that alone is already a big upgrade from what gig workers have had previously. So while we are working towards something with regulators and associations that would benefit from something like this, the harsh reality is a real change is going to take time and require participation from all parties involved. And in order to make any of that happen, we need the hard data to find the real issues from a systematic level. How to access it. If you are actively taking orders right now, you can use this system right now. The link is going to be in the description and on drivenwild.com under tools and resources. It's free. There's no paywall. There's no account required for now. As we grow, I'll start working on dashboards and stuff like that. But for now, this is what it is. And we plan on developing more tools that can help drivers keep real records on what took place in their work. So if they ever have an issue with a platform where they accuse them of something outside of their power and control, they have their own records to help contribute to a more transparent gig economy. Final thoughts. Look, no matter which way you look at it, the gig economy runs on trust. It runs on trust that you're getting paid. It runs on trust that there is work available. And that trust doesn't come from vibes or social media influencers who may or may not be paid to say or not say things, or to paint narratives about some people that are just fundamentally not true, and in some cases actually defamation and slander. It comes from clear systems, clean records, and a shared reality. The ezCater tip verification doesn't assume anybody is guilty. It just makes sure facts don't disappear, or in some cases, as organizations are leaving apps like Cartwheel to destroy access to order history and support records. Improvements start with hard data, not hearsay. The companies you work with rely on drivers to function, whether they acknowledge it or not. And building a more transparent gig economy works the same way. It depends on drivers being willing to protect their own interests and their financial future. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Check out my website, drivenwild.com, if you'd like to learn more about some of the services and gig platforms we have talked about in the past and are offering to gig workers today. And if you would like to stay on the cutting edge on what's happening in the gig economy and be in the know of what most people are talking about, make sure to check out our new channel, the Gone Wild Live Clips and Podcast, where we take the live streams we hold on Thursdays at 9 p.m., cut them down to more digestible clips, and have it posted there. And check out my Patreon for exclusive clips, full-length live stream replays, and other membership perks for self-employed individuals who want to grow their business. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Rise up, she off the 9 to 5 rust. In this wild world of